At Westminster, the Tory leadership contest overshadows the business. It's all getting quite dirty as they turn on one another. Scotland loses with whoever wins as we continue to get policies we didn't vote for, like Rwanda, austerity, tax cuts for the wealthy, removal of our human rights, breaches of international law, and the denial of our democracy. Along with the current PM's latest rejection of a Section 30 order, the UK government is trying to block democracy by calling on the Supreme Court to throw out the Scottish government's case on holding a referendum. And I challenge the PM over the now fictitious voluntary union.
Mr. Speaker, if the UK truly is a voluntary union of equal nations, there must be a democratic way for any of those member nations to withdraw from it.
One way or another, democracy will prevail, and our actions must be focused on convincing a majority in Scotland to back independence at the ballot box. The second of the independence papers was released by the First Minister Nicola Sturgeon.
In short, what Scotland is hearing and seeing from Westminster parties encapsulates the democratic deficit that we face as part of the UK. Parties and policies that we reject forced upon us, but the democratic right to choose an alternative denied to us. And it underlines this point: Scotland really doesn't need, nor does it want, a pale imitation of or a temporary respite from Tory government. Scotland needs the real and the permanent alternative that only independence offers.
In Parliament, I led a debate calling for the use of faux fur instead of bearskin by the MOD, questioned ministers over pensioner poverty and on the rising energy costs.
The energy price cap is predicted to rise 64% in October, taking a typical bill to £3,244 a year, then rise again in January to £500 more than when May's help package was announced. But pension credit figures show an estimated £1.7 billion goes unclaimed. Not only are 850,000 families missing out on this essential support, but they are also ineligible for the £650 cost of living payment. The petition calls for real bearskins used for the Queen's Guard caps to be replaced with a faux fur alternative. The petition has gathered in excess of 106,000 signatures, and it is not difficult to see why, given the strength of feeling which exists in the UK against wearing animal fur.
We had votes on the Online Safety Bill, which is an enormous and complex piece of legislation, which despite good intentions contains many areas of concern. This legislation is now on hold until after the summer. Then we had yet more votes on the Northern Ireland Protocol Bill, where I again opposed the government's flawed, law-breaking legislation. What we didn't get to vote on was no confidence in the PM, who used his position to undemocratically block a vote taking place. There will now be a vote on Monday next week. As always, if you would like an advice, surgery appointment, or a visit to your local group or business, contact me on 01506 654415 or email martyn.day.mp@parliament.uk. And until next week, stay safe.